Okay, this is a basic demonstration for how to use Metacreations Bryce. Um, in this case, you have your stage here, you have your preview window, and down here, if I was going to click my render button, it would look like this window up here, or it should. If I hit escape, it goes back. If I was to add something like a mountain, I can change my size of my mountain, and you can see that it appears up here. If I want to change the texture of my mountain, I have it selected, and I can click the edit arrow, tell it I want, plains and terrains, for example, maybe the volcano, and I may want to do that same thing to my plain, just to kind of give it a consistent look. My sky, if I want to give it a look, I can go down here, and if I really want to go Armageddon-y, I just made that up, and I can click my render button. You can see I get a really interesting look here. I'm going to go ahead and escape. I may even want to add a water plane. Now what that does is, depending on the water texture you use, you may be able to see through it, but you can definitely see reflection. Alright, another great thing about this is that you can actually edit your mountain. So if I have my mountain selected and I click E, it will actually let me edit this. Over here to the side, there's a thing called eroded, and I can actually erode my mountain, dragging it to the right. And over here in my preview window, you can see that it actually did erode. I'll erode it a little bit better. Okay, when I'm all done, I click the check mark, and you'll see that my scene is very different now that my mountain's eroded. Okay, now the other thing that's kind of cool is I can go in and I can add, a fog layer. I can drag that down. I'm getting a real kind of neat effect now. If I can move my mountain over, depending on the effect I want to look for here. And really, if I went over to my sky, I could even move the sun. Just click and drag a little bit. I can adjust my clouds, fog, there's lots of different things that you can change. So that's the basics of using Metacreations Bryce. In my next tutorial, I'll show you some basic animations.